Cine-Sister recently became a community interest company. Yay. It showcases films made by female identifying and non-binary filmmakers, usually short films, but I like to go into sort of more, my main interest in sort of film is much older films, so I like opportunities to bring older films as well. I did a mobile filmmaking course for women in the area. So we taught a 4-week course, and then we had one-to-one sessions, and then we did a big premiere event at the start of March. And then since then, the films that the women made, there's 9 of them total, have shown at Peterborough Women's Festival, and they're showing at 62 Glaston Street this Saturday. Really focused in on how to use the equipment, how to frame things properly, and all the different technical bits. And that was something that the women really really got stuck into, because, you know, there aren't that many opportunities to just sort of play with some equipment, and people really love the opportunity to, you know, actually use filmmaking equipment, and then they sort of felt like professional filmmakers in a way, because, you know, they had all this stuff and they were like, yeah, I know what to do with it, I know how I'm going to tell my story, and all this sort of thing. What was good is leaving a lot of time for discussion, was letting people bounce ideas off each other, give feedback to one another, because it was this very sort of like community driven project, and people were just really wanting to sort of help each other out and sort of build each other up, and that was a really great experience. They all went away and took gorilla pods, tripods and microphones for their phones, and went out and made some short documentaries, mostly about the local area, which is great. Yeah, what was really great was seeing their confidence grow over the sessions. So, you know, they'd come in and at the start and be like, I don't have any good ideas, and then at the end they were really proud of what they'd accomplished, because they'd gone from sort of not really knowing what they were going to do to having this fully formed film that they created by themselves with a little bit of support. And I think that means they know that they can go on from there and they can do that again. Sort of relationships that were formed on the course have sort of continued afterwards. Like, you know, they still attend a lot of my events, or they'll attend some of my workshops and things like that, just to sort of like keep up the energy. For example, one of the participants in particular, Ilona, who did a fantastic film about her and her partner moving here to Peterborough, she messaged me fairly recently and was like, oh, I want to do all these other films about the LGBT community in Peterborough, can you give me some advice? And it's like, yeah, this is great, like this is what we wanted. We wanted people to be excited about filmmaking, about telling stories in a visual way, and yeah, so I was really pleased about that. I think I learned that it's really important to have these sort of, you know, safe spaces where women can come together and be creative without feeling like they have to be anything else. Because I think there's a lot of things where women have to be something for someone else, and this was a really great opportunity for women to just do something for themselves and tell their own story, tell the story of their community. And I think I learned that that's something that I should maybe make more of an effort to provide again, because I know that they got a lot out of that. I honestly didn't think I was going to get that project because I had never applied for a project funding before. I wasn't going to apply for it. I was encouraged by Jay Gearing at Red 7 and Mark at Metal, because of what Cine-Sister does. They were like, oh, this is like very much like in touch with the sort of thing you like to do. So it was a little bit intimidating because I was like, oh, like all these people are going to be reading my proposal, and then I don't know what they're going to think. But when I got the phone call saying that I got it, that was just, yeah, that was really, really cool, because I was like, oh, the people in that community actually want me to come and do this project. Like, it isn't just like an outside force being like, you go there, do this. It was coming from the community, we want to do this. And that made me feel like people, you know, wanted to do it and it would be useful for them. And I think that made it more useful for the community in general.